That's
So
honestly it.
give me just a brief scenario, the day in a life. Like, what do you do when you first wake up, and then when you go lay down?
So, last Friday, actually, well, this past Friday, we had a benefit show. We got back at around what 2, 3 in the morning. Had to be back up. Um, I would. She was up at what
6.
6 to go down to San Antonio, and then we left to go to Houston, and we didn't get back till 5 in the morning.
Yeah,
Yeah.
5.
Oh my god. Whew. Now, doing all the traveling, is there any special? You gotta let us know. What's a good spot to go eat? Like, if let's say if you're going to San Antonio, where's the place to go get your grub
Oh,
off?
easy answer for me and Jay.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. On three.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Chili's.
Chili's.
I was gonna say
Chili's.
Chili's too.
Chili's.
We're actually investors and stockholders in Chili's.
You
Yeah.
can never go wrong with Chili's. It's literally the best.
Me and Mr. Sinclair, you can go watch it on the blog. We had an undercover boss investigation at a Chili's recently, so
Yeah.
it was mighty fun.
Let me ask you something. I'll tell you what. Can you do a quick promo for Chili's? Can you cut one? Can you think you can come up with one right off the top of your head?
Chili's, you are the greatest restaurant on the face of the planet. Nobody can ever compare. Comfort food that will comfort anybody. We have all the options at Chili's. It's simply the best. Simply divine. That should be your slogan now. We're going to change that, Mr. Sinclair.
Yeah.
Simply divine is the
We're
slogan.
gonna
for
bring it up in
Chili's.
the next shareholder meeting.
Shareholder. So what's the meal? What do you get from there?
There's so many good options.
The Southwest egg rolls, top tier. Every single time I go, have to get those.
See, look, your eyes are about to roll in the back of your head when you mention like.
I
yes.
love those.
Me and Mr. Sinclair actually just had a mighty fine bacon rancher there.
The Bacon Rancher is
Bacon
good.
ranchers.
I will say at that location, I'm gonna bring it up in an email, but they were a little light on the ranch.
Yes, they were.
But other than that, it was a fantastic dining experience. Still a 10 out of 10 for me.
Mhm.
See, that is so wild, Chili's. That's a pretty interesting. Now I have to go try some of the food there.
Have you never had Chili's?
I've had Chili's, but I've only had like just the burger or the ribs.
You
or
gotta
something
get
like
the
that.
gotta get the skillet
got-
queso.
Yeah, you
The
have to
which
try
one?
like
Skillet
just about
queso.
everything.
Skillet
appetizer.
queso.
Gotta
The
get the skillet
fajitas?
queso.
The fajita.
I celebrate every major accomplishment by going to a Chili's. After I won a bull rope match, which anointed me the king of the bull rope match, I went and celebrated at Chili's.
America's.
I am America's heavyweight heartthrob.
Mhm.
When I won my AIWF America's heavyweight championship, I went and celebrated at Chili's. It's
It's the official restaurant of the Four Seasons.
the official restaurant.
Pure
of the Four Seasons.
luxury. You can't.
You know what?
Get anything
That
better.
should be the official restaurant of the Four Seasons. That needs to be right there.
We wanted a place where you can experience like fine cuisine, but for the common folk,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
people that don't have as much
Mhm.
as we do.
I mean, our budget, we can afford more, obviously, but I've always said Fleming's doesn't have skillet queso.
Yeah.
All right, I'm
You
gonna have
can't
to try that.
find Southwest egg rolls at Chris. You know.
Still fine establishments,
Yeah.
but nothing on Chili's.
Right. So when you're doing all these traveling, which area had the wildest crowd?
San Antonio.
San Antonio gets loud, yeah.
Their crowds are really good.
Now, which ones had the craziest ones where you're like, damn, these.
For some reason, I don't understand why, because we're extremely phenomenal people and everybody should love us, but it doesn't matter. Anywhere we go, people hate us for some reason.
Yeah.
I don't understand it.
It's a little weird.
I've had a couple people try and fight me. Actually, I had somebody slash my tires
No,
2 weeks ago.
Disgusting behavior.
Are you serious? Where was this at?
It was in Fort Worth, but
In Fort Worth?
yeah, degenerates, mongrels. all of those animals and heathens out there.
Now, does it get pretty? I mean, do y'all feel like does it get weird when people like the crowd just like wants to jump the cage? Like, I mean, or does it excite you? Like, okay, I'm doing my job.
Most of those people could not stand up out of their seats because I am not afraid of them. So they can continue to struggle, getting winded, trying to get up and attack me.
I mean, they've seen what we can do, so they would never try that.
I'm going out there to win my match and
Right.
do whatever I can to help my fellow Four Seasons members win their matches. I could care less about the fans. If they want to be upset about it, that's their problem.
All right. So when you're training, when you're doing a little cardio, what's on the playlist? What are you rocking to? What's the top 5?
Depends on the day. I'm actually a big fan of podcasts and audiobooks. I like to get a little learning in while I'm exercise the body, exercise the mind. But the go-to is always yacht rock. And then similar vein, if you haven't heard of Japanese city pop, it's worth checking out.
Yes,
That's
sir.
really good.
Yeah.
I love listening to like old Disney, like Hannah Montana and Cheetah Girls. I love like soundtracks and musicals.
Yeah.
Shouts out to my boy T Grizzly.
Yeah.
Got to get a little drill in there to get the pump up, you know.
Alright. So now I'm gonna have to put you on the spot. Do y'all have a guilty pleasure song? Is there a particular song that you play that nobody really knows about? And if they were, you'd be like, let me turn this volume down. I don't want them knowing I'd be rocking to this.
We are all very cultured and we have very eclectic music taste. I can't think of one off the top of my head because like I view all music as very, very great. It's art.
Mm-hmm.
Not gonna lie. It's very well crafted song. It's gonna get a lot of judgment, but Gary Come Home from the SpongeBob TV show. That is a phenomenal song.
You got a round of applause from Duke.
That's what I'm saying. It's really tugs at the heartstrings. Like,
okay. London, how about you? Do you got a guilty pleasure song?
Oh, I've been trying to think. I don't think I have one.
I'm gonna let you think. Riley, you got one?
I've got 2 that come to mind.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Okay.
First one is "Lips of an Angel" by Hinder.
No, you see, that's not a guilty pleasure. I love that song. That song be rocking.
I love it too.
Yeah.
I mean, so for some people it'd be a guilty pleasure.
Mhm.
I love that one. It's a beautiful love song if you don't know about cheating on your partner. And then most people don't know this, I know every word to "Let It Go" from the Frozen soundtrack.
Okay.
Yeah. I will not be singing it for you all. You don't deserve that, but trust me that I do know all the lyrics.
catch us on Patreon. We don't have one yet, but we're gonna make one, and the only post that's gonna be on there is Mr. Sinclair saying "Let It Go." So
You'll probably get a whole bunch of subscribers just so they can hear you sing that song. you're like okay.
It'll be $25 a month if you can afford that.
There you go. London, did you come up with one?
I don't think I have one.
Okay. You're like,
I love Britney Spears though. That's not a guilty pleasure.
I think if your go-to playlist is Hannah Montana in the gym, it's hard
I
to have
know.
a
I
guilty
think
pleasure.
that's kind of gonna be that. That's kind of gonna be the guilty pleasure one.
I listen to Big Time Rush. Like I don't really have like a guilty pleasure, you know.
Right.
not gonna lie, guilty pleasure band. They get a lot of hate for no reason. Nickelback, phenomenal.
I'll be rocking Nickelback. I like it. I like that. So when you see, okay, you're out there in the ring, you see these kids, and then you see some like young or a little bit older kids. What can you advise them if they want to try to get into it? Like if they want to do what you're doing?
Just do it.
Yeah.
You can't force somebody to do anything, but if they're really passionate about it, they'll get out there and go chase it. Like if this is what you want to do, it's what you want to do. It's not for everybody. Like we've seen tons of people drop off thinking this is what they want to do.
Mm-hmm.
But if you really want it, you got to go get it.
Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing you can do to train for taking your first bump, but I would say even if you think you're gonna do it down the road at some point, get in the gym right now, start exercising, get your body right.
That's a commitment. You have to be ready to be committed to this. Like, this isn't like a little hobby, or you know what I mean? Like, this is like, it requires you full time. And you're not just a wrestler when you have shows, you're a wrestler in your everyday life, how you take care of your body when you go to the gym. So you just have to be committed to it.
As our coach would say, you got to adjust your life to wrestling. You can't adjust wrestling to your life. It's in those aren't more truer words spoken. So
right. Now you did mention the ropes. I gotta ask, how was that first time running on the ropes back and forth? Because I know that getting that, you end up with little welts and stuff like that. You're like, damn, how the hell? How was that first time doing that?
They're not comfortable. People think they are. They're not comfortable.
I mean, they feel like, oh, it's wrapped, it's okay,
Yeah.
it's got to be padded or something like that. You got to let them know.
Those are
it's not.
cables.
Yeah,
Those are
literally wired cables.
Yeah.
Now, like, our bodies are used to it, so we don't feel anything. But like when you first do it, it's very awkward and very, very weird. Like your body getting the motion of like being bounced off and going. But you get used to it.
Yeah. Now, what part was the most that took you a minute to kind of get comfortable with? Because I know there's a lot of high flying, getting on top of that rope. How was that first time getting up on top?
It was scary.
It's a lot higher up.
Yeah, it's a lot higher up than you think. It's like you always think, oh, I can't wait to do like a top rope move, and then you get there, it's like, I don't want to do this no more.
No, I mean, I was very fortunate to get on there. I only got up onto the first rope, and I looked down. I'm like, yeah, fuck, I'm not getting up on top. No, I don't know how anybody could do that, and then just do a backflip or just land. I'm like, no, I don't think I'm ready for that. I'm not built like that.
Yeah, I like keeping 2 feet on the ground, so the top rope is not a comfort zone for me.
Yeah,
very grounded, very grounded.
Yeah.
Shouts out to all the dummy dudes that jump off the top. That's y'all's deal, not mine.
So look, we're gonna flip the script, okay? We're going from wrestlers to now you are the matchmakers. So we give y'all each a chance. You're gonna come up with a co-main event and a main event. You can pick any wrestler. Let's say unlimited budget. You get to pick co-main event and main event. Who are you gonna have as your co-main and your main event?
Just to clarify, can we include us or?
You can include, yeah,
Oh,
do
okay.
it. Do it.
Is this any time period?
Yeah.
Anytime. I'm trying to say any wrestler
Okay.
In their prime.
in their prime. Did I stump you on that?
I've got some ideas stirring.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And you can pick any kind of match. Bull rope match, cage match.
Okay, I've got my co-main. I'm thinking
All right.
of the main right now.
All right. I'm kind of curious now. Y'all really thinking hard. Ooh, I like this.
There's just a lot of options, a lot of people out there, a lot of talented wrestlers.
Especially if you're putting yourself in there too, because I know there's a lot of like people out there that you would love to get there, past and present, that you would love to have gotten into in the ring or want to get that opportunity to get in there.
Would have loved. I would have loved to work Prime Kurt Angle
Prime Kurt Angle.
and Shawn. Those are two that I would have. Shawn Michaels and Kurt Angle.
So would it be a triple threat with you and them two?
I'd like to have a singles match.
No singles match with them? So who would that be, the main event or the co-main?
I'd say main.
Okay. Who would you have as your co?
I love my boy Kurt, but Kurt would have to go co.
Okay.
Shawn would be main.
So who would he go up against?
That's tough. I'm gonna have to think about that.
How about Riley? How about you? You got the co-main?
Okay. Co-main, it would be me and my best friend Jay Sharp in a tag team match against
Yes.
against Shawn Michaels and Diesel, because we are the modern day.
Wow,
Yeah, that is
that's
so
amazing.
cool.
This is why you're the GOAT.
I love that one.
And then main event, you can call it a cop out answer, but it's one of the reasons I fell in love with wrestling. I want to see Rock versus Stone Cold one more time.
Bro, that'd be good.
Yeah.
I'd be down for that one. I'd be down for the co-main event too.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty fire right there. Now you thinking hard, I know.
I am.
I haven't forgotten about you, G. You still got to come up with the co-main
I
event.
do-
Who's
I
gonna
do.
go up against Kurt Angle? Dang, I didn't know I was gonna get you that hard.
There's just a lot of good options.
I'd
And like I'm
say-
trying to think of one that
No, you're
I'm
good.
trying to think of one that hasn't been done before.
I would love to see, I think. Oh, so co-main event, I'd say. Bianca Belair versus Jamie Hayter. I would love to see that match. Main event.
I already know you putting yourself in it. I want to know who you gonna be going up against.
I'd say me versus Mercedes Monet.
Ooh, that'd be fire.
She's like one of my idols. I would love to face her.
That'd be fire.
Just because I know it would be a phenomenal show of wrestling. Prime Kurt Angle versus Chad Gable.
Oh,
That's a good one.
That'd be a good one.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that. Ooh, that'd be fire. Duke, I don't think I've asked you that part, man. If you could matchmake, if you were a matchmaker, who would you be your co-main event and who would be the main event?
Co-main.
Yeah.
Let's go Kurt Angle and John Cena.
Okay.
That's a good one.
that's a good one.
And your main event?
And main event would be Prime DX, Triple H, Shawn Michaels, and then Undertaker Kane.
I like
Oh,
that.
I like
yeah.
that.
That'd be
Yeah.
fire too.
Yeah.
That'd be fire.
What that
too.
match was supposed to be.
Uh-oh. I like
Oh.
that.
Melina and Alicia Fox.
You want to see that one?
Nah, it's they're extremely talented workers. It's little bit from Tough Enough.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.